Hello everyone, today's September 11th. I'm going to do a quick recap on what's happening right now, what has just happened, and the opportunity that I see right now to enter into the market as a short trader. So I'm going to show that to you right now as it happens. Now before we begin, remember that trading is risky. Please don't trade with funds you cannot afford to lose. So earlier there was a long opportunity at about 44.72 quarter, and that was based on the roadmap. So the market hit the roadmap zone, and now the market is reversing and coming up to the next roadmap zone where we just entered short on a trade which is 44.7675, 44.7677, 44.77 I should say. And the way this works, so those of you who have the roadmap, you know already how this works, but to explain for the traders who don't have the roadmap, when the market lands into these roadmap zones, now this is proprietary software from DayTradeToWin, typically we have one of two scenarios. The first is if the market's slow or it's normal moving, we would expect a bounce or some type of move where the market will pause and stop. So it's very important to be very careful around these zones. Now if it goes through the zone, great. And we have the opportunity, especially if the market's volatile, to take a trade as a breakout through the zone. So at this point, there was a trade, or the market landed inside of the roadmap zone, and now it came off of it, and it produced a signal. So the doorbell sound that you heard is actually an audible alert that the software provides. Now besides that, there are two other things that I have on the chart. I have the Trade Scalper, and the Trade Scalper signals, the most recent one was long at 44.7575, and then previous to that there was a short at 44.73. So those two signals were 100% accurate. The short on the roadmap and the long that just occurred leading me up to the roadmap zone. So two very good trade scalper signals. The last thing here that I have on the chart is the Atlas line, and that's those triangles that are coming across the top there. So the Atlas line is added to the chart when you want to know direction. So if the price is trading below the Atlas line, as it is, then we're going to really look at shorting opportunities. When it trades above the Atlas line, we're going to look at long opportunities. So we have almost the perfect storm here. We have price trading below the Atlas line. We have the market trade into the roadmap and then a reverse off of it and coming off of it and going down right now. And we have the ATR, or I would say the volatility isn't overly strong and it's not too slow. So we really have a good opportunity here to go short. Now we include the Atlas line, the Trade Scalper, the roadmap, the blueprint, the at the open, all in one package, which is the accelerated mentorship package. So all these softwares that you're seeing, we include in one discounted price. We call that the accelerated mentorship. For those of you who have it and took advantage of the most recent promotion that we had, fantastic. I'm going to start looking at maybe not making it lifetime licenses any longer, and we're going to go away with more yearly options. So those of you who have a lifetime license, you lucked out because we are discontinuing the lifetime licenses most likely within the next month or two. And now we have the market going in our favor to the short side. So once again, why are we going short? We're going short because the market landed in the roadmap, did not go through it, and is now reversing off of it. We're below the Atlas line. The market's not too crazy. There's nothing conflicting. All these things that I'm concerned about as a trader before I jump into the trade, it's all lining up. Now, you don't have to take 5 contracts. You can take 1 contract or 2 contracts, or you can trade the micros. So what you're seeing here is universal. It works on the E-mini or the MES, the micro contracts. The other thing is, now that we're into Thursday, typically we like to roll over on the second Thursday or Friday of the expiring month. So for everyone tomorrow, trading should be on the December 2023 contract. So what you're looking at here is the September contract. Tomorrow we're going to switch over to the December contract. And did you know that we're doing live streams every morning, except for Fridays, because Fridays we have the member training. But we're doing live streams on YouTube, so remember to subscribe to the DayTradeToWin YouTube channel if you like these videos and if you find them informative. Subscribe because we do notify you when we have the live streams. Another thing we're going to look at is whether or not the price action coincides to what we're doing, because price action is really important. So you may ask, well, what is price action? Well, price action is different, means different things to different traders. So how we look at price action is not using any type of conventional indicator. So you'll never see us referring to a moving average or stochastics or momentum, for example. We're really trying to understand whether or not the market and the price is moving either up or down. Will it continue moving up or down? And then putting rules around that. Is it a breakout? Is it a counter trend? Is there manipulation? Is there anything conflicting? So these things are really important. And when you think about the market as a whole, we can see it after the fact that it went all the way up or all the way down, and that it was a trend. What we're really trying to do is understand, as it's happening, can we identify a trend? Can we identify a counter trend? Can we identify whether or not we should even be trading? And that's why the roadmap is really important, because before we even see the price land in that zone A up there, we already know, we're already prepared not to go long and focus on whether or not it bounces off of that so we can go short. And that's exactly what happened. So we know this in advance. That's a really strong part of the type of trading that we teach and what we want you to learn. All right, so right there was the target. Remember, we're typically using the ATR, the average true range, to set a target. So the targets and the stops are specific. We're using the zone, we're using a pivot, we're using the current conditions to outline the targets and the stops. If you're new to day trading and want to learn more on the benefits of trading the markets, visit DayTradeToWin.com, join the next mentorship class starting later this month, and subscribe to the DayTradeToWin YouTube channel. We focus on price action and work exclusively with new and beginner traders who want to learn more on how to prosper from trading.